A major update in a story that we've been following closely for weeks. A man is in custody for the deadly shooting of 13-year-old Karan Blake. The teenager was shot and killed in Northeast D.C. last month. D.C. police telling us that the suspect is 41-year-old Jason Lewis. These are sketches of Lewis from his first court appearance on Tuesday. He works for the D.C. Department of Parks and Recreation. He's charged with second-degree murder while armed and has pled not guilty. Matt Gregory live at police headquarters for us this morning. Matt, yesterday we heard from Chief Conti kind of walking us through the latest with this investigation. One of the most disturbing things that I believe I heard was hearing what the last words were for Mr. Blake before he was shot. What are family members saying this morning?
You know, this they feel is a first step towards justice, Larry. And as you heard, 41-year-old Jason Lewis, a D.C. government employee, has been charged with second-degree murder. Like you said, Larry said he was pleaded not guilty. But as the charges were being brought forward by Chief Conti, family members got a first look at the investigation and what tragic details emerged from the actual press conference and from the police investigation. So we'll take you through Tuesday afternoon, or Tuesday rather. Police Chief Robert Conti explained the police investigation. Conti said on January 7th, 13-year-old Karan Blake was shot and killed in Northeast D.C. while allegedly breaking into cars. Conti says that surveillance video from that night shows D.C. employee Jason Lewis came out of his home with a gun. He first fired at the getaway car with the two other kids inside. And police say the video shows Karan was across the street at the time this was happening. Now, he started running and for some reason ran towards Lewis, who fired 3 more times, hitting and killing him. Heartbreakingly, the same video footage captures his last words, quote, "I'm sorry and please don't, I'm a kid." As a result of their investigation, police charged Lewis with second-degree murder. Blake's family says the charges are a first step towards justice.
He came out the door, it's like he just want to take the law in his own hands, and that's what he did. That's why my grandson did. He took the law in his own hands. And that really hurts me because, being honest, he was begging for his life. That's what he was doing, begging for his life.
Now, in a statement, Lewis's attorney, in addition to saying that Jason Lewis is pleading not guilty, said, quote, "Mr. Lewis has dedicated his career towards mentoring and supporting youth in the District of Columbia," which only adds to how distraught he is over the death of Karan Blake. Now, coming up at 6, we're going to hear more from Blake's grandfather, and he has a message for his grandson's killer. We'll be giving that to you in an hour here on WUSA 9. But for now, at police headquarters, I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you.
Chilling last words from that young boy. Matt, thank you so much. We know it took prosecutors more than 3 weeks after Karan Blake was killed for charges to be filed. So how will this case play out in the legal system, and how will it likely, if it will even likely go to trial? Questions that a lot of people are asking right now. Here's former criminal defense attorney Philip Thompson with more on the key legal arguments that will likely play out.
Probably try to argue, you know, he was coming at me. I was backing up because I think it says in the tape that he was backing up as he shot, and he fired the shots in order to protect himself. He felt he was threatened. And it's going to come down to whether the jury can buy off on that argument relating to whether he felt threatened enough to fire that weapon.
All right, well, the law is very clear in D.C. You cannot use lethal force to protect property, and you can't use legal force in self-defense unless you have an actual or reasonable belief that you are in imminent danger of death or serious bodily harm. So that really pins the whole case on Lewis's state of mind at the time and what he actually saw. Yesterday, the judge called the facts of the case, quote, "exceptionally concerning." The judge described Lewis as the first aggressor and added that prosecutors would likely succeed with their case. The judge has denied bail for Lewis. He's due back in court on February the 13th.